Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. We got that thing going right now. Like, subscribe, comment on the video. We're trying to run it up. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Jesus Christ, 1,000. Um, so listen to the video, share the video, share it on the damn Twitter machine, Facebook. Let's get straight to the video. LeBron James. It has been reported. I haven't seen any video of him actually saying it, or Math Card or whoever. I know there's gonna be a big PR run for all these guys. Um, but it seems as though LeBron and other high-ranking top 15 NBA players, top 20 NBA players, um, have decided to go to Olympics next year. Now, the best players typically go to the Olympics anyway. And the FIBA championships, which is the thing we have every year, not just every 4 years, always has guys that are really not top 20. It may be one or two. I can't really think of the rosters offhand, every roster every year, but LeBron and KD and all them ain't really in FIBA every year. Um, I think a lot of people used to, and after the Paul George injury, which didn't actually happen in a FIBA game, it happened in a scrimmage between Team USA, I believe, and a blue and a red team. I believe it happened in that. It didn't happen in an actual FIBA game, but ever since that, extremely horrific, crazy injury. Um, a lot of those guys been stepping back in general, and I mean, you could just see I talked about this in the last video. The competition level, you can see the 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 lack of competition in basketball. You can see it in the regular season. Everybody start to perk up in the playoffs, but the team that's already been rolling, already been dogs, they're gonna keep pushing, they're gonna keep dominating. That's how the Denver Nuggets won with Jokic, who was the best player in the NBA. But he has all role players except Jamal Murray. I believe Jamal Murray is a starter. Everybody else is a role player. By a role player, I mean when you get on that team, you start. If you not capable of starting on any team in the NBA on 98 out of 99%, I don't know how that makes sense. 98 out of 100%, that make more sense. If you ain't starting, you're a role player. That's just how it go. Jokic is starting on any team. If Jokic is not been beaten on the same team, they're gonna be a 4 and a 5. Jokic is gonna be at point guard. That's how it's gonna go. He's gonna start. I wouldn't say the same thing for Jamal Murray, even though I think he's a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic player. Um, Especially in the playoffs, right? So my hot take, and again, this is in response to Team USA not even getting a bronze medal. These guys were not top 20 players, but you had guys who've been in the league for 6, 7 years. You've been in the league in 6, 7 years. Brandon Ingram, you've been in the league 6, 7 years. Brunson was out there. He ain't been in the league 6, 7 years, but it's close. Edwards, guys that are supposed dogs, couldn't even bronze. Dylan Brooks gave him 39. SGA gave him like 30, 12, and 8. It was bad. Germany won. Schroeder. So Schroeder, I don't know. So LeBron plans on bringing guys in, but I don't think it's going to matter. I know the old days. I know the back in the day. Not back in the day. The last Olympics, you can say. When the top guys get out there, the top 10 guys get out there. The score gonna look real grisly. The score gonna be 109-58. The score gonna be real nasty. I remember we played New Zealand. New Zealand in every sport they do their traditional thing. They native thing. They native. Uh, uh, little bankhead bumps, bankhead bouncing, getting them shoulders moving, and they lose by 70. We play Nigeria. They lose by 70. So I know how bad it can get. But we've been having an argument about American basketball talent for years now, and how the top players, if you look at the top 10 players in the NBA, at least six of them, at least five of them, Giannis, Embiid, Luka, Jokic. That's just straight off hand, not even. These are top 4 out of 10 players. I can't even think of. I don't know where. I can't even think of nobody else. I don't even have to. But that's just them four, and they ain't from here. And I can't remember any other year or any other decade. I can't think of a 5 year span where you would say that foreign players were in at least top four. I can't think of nobody, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to think, but I know I got them 4 out of 10 or in the league, and they are the best guys. I can't think of another era, but so I think. What if Jokic stays the same? What if the best Serbian players show up? And again, you say, oh, as the best Serbian players, there is this team USA. They're still the best guys. We said that this year, and motherfuckers lost to Canada. Motherfuckers lost to Latvia. Latvia. You could walk the streets and for $100, ask anybody to find Latvia in 3 points. Give them a globe. Give them 3 points. Give them 5 points. Nigga, point and put your finger on Latvia. Ain't nobody gonna find that motherfucker. So the fact that you lose to them, to me, and to Dylan Brooks give you 40, you got a long way to climb out the sewers. This ain't losing the champ. Like I said, you didn't even medal. So this is not losing the championship game. This is not getting a silver medal. This is not get. You didn't even medal. I don't care if it was full place. You didn't medal. So I think even when LeBron and whoever else show up, if that even happened, he told us he's gonna be in a dunk contest. That ain't never happened. If that even happened, the USA will catch another L. Who's gonna show up? Who's gonna be a dog? If Jokic decides to show up, he played with all role players anyway. He didn't have a he wasn't, let's say, he didn't have a Anthony Davis on his team. He didn't have a LeBron James on his team. Most of these guys they're playing against night to night got two superstars. Kawhi and Paul George. He don't have that. It's just Jokic. So I truly believe, and just like Giannis, it ain't two superstars. He has two good players. Middleton barely plays. Drew is, I guess, defense. I guess the nigga can play defense. I guess, but nigga really don't be doing nothing else. Uh, so these guys, Luca, he's not playing with nobody. They can at least shoot for the player. He's playing with Kyrie now, and they didn't make the playoffs with Kyrie. So I think the USA, it don't matter who it is. I saw a tweet from Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, chill out, talking about role players. Guys need to learn how they play their role, buddy. You play with LeBron and AD. It could have been anybody out there with him because LeBron didn't have anybody out there with him. So I don't want to hear about no damn motherfucking Kyle Kuzma. I don't want to hear about Devin Booker, who clearly ain't a dog. I want to hear from Curry, Durant, LeBron, and Tatum, and Jimmy Butler. If you ain't them five, hush it. Because Kuzma, all the motherfuckers out that went out there was better than you anyway. I don't care about playing a role. Again, I see LeBron win with anybody. Dwight Howard was on that team. Then wasn't Marc Gasol or something? Marc Gasol was on that team. Uh, DeAndre Jordan was on that team. I don't hear about Carl Kuzma, buddy. Don't hear from Carl Kuzma. USA is gonna catch another L because we just ain't got that dog in us. The jig is up. The sports jig is up. Anytime we compete worldwide, we're getting spanked. Shohei closed the show against his own teammate. Looked him in the eye. We're cooked. That's it. What it is.